Hi, I'm Sherry, and today I'm going to talk to you about studying of great musicians. There's a multitude of ways of doing this. This is by far very Charlotte Mason in method, but you don't have to be a Charlotte Mason person to do this. You can just easily work this into any style of homeschooling. Now, I am showing you materials that you can find through ZZOC, and I will put their information down below in the description box for you. Check them out. I did receive these items many moons ago as a review, and then we pulled together a lap book for my son at the time, and then a year or so later I purchased Stephen Foster because he's around the time of the Civil War, and we just never really quite got there with my son. So since I paid for it and haven't used it, we're going to use it this coming year. The best thing are the study guides because it gives you great insider information on what's going on, and I highly recommend that you get that as well as the book. Most of these are by Opal Wheeler. They have a wide variety, so definitely check them out. So let's talk Chopin. First and foremost, this one comes with a 2-book set. So you will need 1 and 2. I believe one here is the early years, and then you have the second, or the later years there. The artwork is definitely more primitive, but that was a style for this era. But the information in here is great. It'll take you some time to get through, but you could most certainly do a great in-depth study on the different musicians. They have Bach, Beethoven, Chopin, Foster, which is I have over here, Handel, Haydn, Mozart, Schubert, Schumann, and I believe they have more now. So definitely check these out. And this is a great way. So this is how I would do it. We would start reading the book. For the younger kids, I don't really have them do much notebooking or anything. I just want them just to listen and enjoy. And for the older kids, I might have them do a page where they have an actual photograph or drawing of the real artist or musician. And then from there, just maybe write some information down for their notebooking page. But other than that, they would just listen. Now, again, they have a study guide, which is, again, very helpful. They not only give you questions, it tells you what's going on, tidbits of interest. So on page 42, they're talking about some things going on, and this is something you can read ahead of time so you kind of have an idea of what's going down. You don't have to ask all these questions and stuff, but it's a good way for you to kind of draw the children into the story, make sure they're understanding it. They also have companion CDs, and I highly recommend these. Not only does it have the music, but it has coloring pages, and I'll show you those in a minute. Printable sheet music, so if you know how to read music or you have a student learning, you could most definitely have that for them to practice with. It's very helpful. Now, when I did this with him, he was, I think he was under 10. And what I decided to do for this particular lap book was use the big yellow envelopes, see? And I just took 2 and I folded them in half, and I believe I stapled them or somehow I connected them. It's been a while, people. And then I went ahead and I made a front cover for him, and I glued in some ribbons so we could tie it. And then on the first page, I just put some information. As you can see, there he is. We have his information. I went to Enchanted Learning. You can get maps, or I have actual books now where I could have printed that. And information here that he did. And then the pocket in between is where he would put some notebooking. I would write a lot of his when he was younger. He had a hard time with that, and there's some sheet music in there. Here we have a picture of a piano he colored. And then in this little flip book, he has more information and more information. And then over here, his early years. Again, remember that had coloring pages for the children. He colored a few of them that I printed off. And when I was going through this, I noticed that he never got quite to the later years, but I have all these coloring pages in here. And this is a very easy, cute, concise lap book that you can do. You don't need a whole lot of information for it, but it turns out very nice. So that's another option for lap booking. I don't think I put anything on the back. I did not. And then here we have Stephen Foster, and we are going to cover him. It's a little bit young for my son, but like I said, I've never even used it, and I'm going to use it before I sell it. So it's here. She does a great job talking about him, and there's tons and tons of music in here. Old Susanna. Well, there you go. I should have purchased the CD that would accompany this I believe they have that for all of them. But I did not, but I do have the study guide, so that'll give us some more in-depth information. And then he'll have a little bit of a musician study to go with his Civil War history period. So here again, folks, is another way to draw in different type of material to teach your children about, in this case, musicians, or you can use this style for artists, but definitely check out Zizok. You can create lap books, notebooks out of this, or nothing at all, and just let them enjoy it. And I hope you are enjoying this series. I do not have any more of their particular books, but I will share some other musician Charlotte Mason style material I have, and I'll definitely start covering the artists. So be sure to subscribe. It'll come out eventually, and any questions or comments, leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Click, hey, thumbs up, and all that good stuff. Check the links down below in the description box. And until next time, folks, take care.